Hello, good evening. Welcome to meditation. Starting imminently. I hope you've had a good day. Hello, Ed. You okay? Had you dinner yet? Okay, here we go. It's 7:30. You can hear me. Fantastic. Yeah, there's some issues with the Facebook stream yesterday. It's 7:30 on the 27th of July, 2020. It is Meditate with Adam, session 127. And we are enjoying meeting together at home and practicing a group meditation. It is said that group meditation is incredibly powerful. Maybe we ourselves experience this when we meditate in a group. Of course, solitary meditation is also wonderful, but gathering together in a group is very helpful for our meditation practice. We have explored this morning and last night how we are resting. Yeah, we're learning to rest our body. My body, we say, don't we? In meditation, we say, my body, like a mountain, meaning that we rest our body. So we're sitting still and allowing the tension to melt. We're resting on the breath. We're mixing with the breath. Beautiful, blissful breath. And then we are resting our mind. We deserve to have a good old rest. Most probably in our life, we have been encouraged to do the opposite of resting. But we need to learn to encourage ourselves to rest. And meditation, there's no greater rest than meditation if we approach it skillfully, of course. If we don't, our meditation can be, we don't feel rested. It's just another thing we feel we should do, which would be a crying shame. Whereas resting, yes. They even talk in the Buddhist texts about the power of rest. Yeah. Actually, resting gives us some power. Yeah. The art of rest. Even if we want to accomplish something which requires a lot of effort, the key is being able to rest in between applying the effort. And we know, don't we? When we return to our tasks, rested, we're much happier. And if we can learn how to meditate well, then we've discovered a way to rest every day, maybe even twice a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. We're taking a holiday for the mind. Yeah, a holiday for the mind. We are also, as well as resting, retiring from incessant concerns for this world. In particular, as we've been exploring this morning, the old reputation. And it runs deep, doesn't it? Worrying and being preoccupied about what people think of us is exhausting. And it is relentless. And if we really want to rest our mind deeply in meditation, this one has got to go. We've got to let it go. This concern for what other people think about us. Wanting a good reputation, wanting to be liked, wanting to be deemed as successful or even happy. Yeah, that our life hasn't been a complete failure, whatever that means. Yeah, can be a big issue, being caught up in wanting other people to see us as successful and happy. And maybe even means we can't reach out and ask for help because we don't want to appear weak. And get caught up in this cycle of being continuously preoccupied with what people think of us, wanting to be respected by our community, our family, and so forth. But as the great Shantideva said, I who seek liberation have no need for wealth. That's another one. Wealth or a good reputation, they only keep me bound in samsara, which is the cycle of uncontrolled death and rebirth, uncontrolled mind. This cycle of uncontrolled mind, which interferes with our meditation all the time, partly because of our attachment to reputation. It's a big connection between this and our distractions. Even the pain in our body, the way we push ourselves to achieve, keep going, you can be successful, and so forth. And the reputation has many different facets, different ways of expressing itself, this attachment to reputation. If we can drop it and just think, I have no need for a good reputation. If I have a good reputation, great. If I don't, that's also okay. Of course, if we have a good reputation, we can help people, potentially be respected and so forth. If we don't, then that's also okay. We can have a nice, peaceful life. Let's say we get cancelled overnight. Yeah. Which happens, doesn't it? So much fear, isn't there, by companies being cancelled. Yeah. Where's that fear coming from? Two things: wealth and reputation. If we're not attached to wealth and reputation, we're indifferent. If we get cancelled overnight, it's the same as if we were incredibly successful overnight and won the lottery. Yeah. No change. Mind is balanced. Imagine being like that. Yeah, people start criticizing you and even saying that you've done things which you haven't, and you just accept. Yeah. Not immediately trying to defend ourselves to protect our reputation, because we realize reputation actually, this attachment to it causes so many problems. Look, you think through your life, the offense we've taken when it feels our reputation is potentially being upset, even in a small little group, even like someone maybe we feel a bit belittled or slightly humiliated in a small group, and we want to try and make sure that that we're respected by the end of the night or whatever, by the end of our trip to our family. So we can think, yeah, maybe I'll let this go. If I do, that this is one of the worldly concerns which holds us back from going deep into our mind. If I can let this one go, and we're sitting there, abiding in the vast space of our mind, be so quiet. Yeah. Every time we drop a worldly concern, it's like we're turning down the volume. Say the volume most of the times up to 9. Yeah. When you drop a worldly concern, start turning it down. As I mentioned this morning, you can learn all sorts of meditation techniques. They're not going to help distractions if we are clinging on to these concerns. So let's try once again to rest deeply. Take a holiday for the mind, letting go of our worldly concerns and discovering deep peace. So we follow the breath in to our body, breathing deeply into our body and holding it, letting the world slow down and breathing out when we're ready. In our own time, taking some deep breaths. And letting go of the build-up of stress in the body and mind. And then setting a good intention. How wonderful, we think, if all living beings across the world could find peace, calm, fearlessness in their hearts. Breathing in, may I be free from suffering. Breathing out, may others be free from their suffering. And then we can engage in the 9-round breathing practice 3 times to clear any blockages in our body. My body, like a mountain, completely still and at rest. My breath flowing like the wind. and my mind like the sky. Completely vast, spacious, no boundary. Knowing, cognizing, and we rest in this space, this vast space of the mind. We're alert to see how our thoughts come. They appear like clouds and then disappear into this vast space of the mind. Our worldly concerns, they're just clouds. It's our choice if we follow them. Resting our body and resting our mind. We take a real holiday from our worldly concerns by moving into the space, Skylike space. In the same way, when we fly, we go into the sky with the plane. As we take off, we enter into the vast sky to our holiday destination. Now we enter into the vast sky of our mind. And in the same way, the sky has no boundary, neither does our mind. Our cloud-like thoughts are not boundaries, they're just clouds. And in the same way, a plane can fly through clouds, so we can see through the clouds of our conceptual thought, beyond and go beyond into the vast sky of the mind. So we take this deep rest, we take this holiday for our mind. And remembering our kind family and community, we dedicate all that good energy from our meditation so it reaches everyone in the world, in this global community. May there be healing, physical healing, and mental healing through the power of our meditation today. Thank you very much. As we go about our daily activities after our meditation, we try to stay on holiday. We keep this remembrance of the vast Skylike mind and how all appearances are the nature of our mind. We don't have to get entangled with them if we don't want to. We can stay on that holiday. Yeah, of course, we engage with the world, but we don't have to get wound up by it and sucked into it. We can stay on holiday for as long as we want. We can retire if we wish and stay on permanent holiday. We retire from the rat race, yeah, worrying about what other people think about us. Tomorrow is the 28th of July, and we shall meet again in the morning. I'll be here if I survive the night at 8 a.m. Feel free to join me then, or if not, later in the day. Thanks for coming along tonight or this afternoon, and I wish you a wonderful holiday.